Analysis.
How you doing, guys, and welcome to another episode of Analysis. Now on Saturday, 21st of September, we've got Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. Daniel Dubois is now the IBF champion. Now, I know that Usyk relinquished the belt and gave it up for this fight, and the IBF was planning to strip him, and he was going to fight it, but he chose to give the belt up. But my belief is that he's given the belt up because he knows he's going to beat Fury. In his mind, he's going to beat Fury. So then, after the rematch, he's going to look for one more big fight, and it's going to be between either Dubois or Joshua. And I think he would prefer Joshua because that would be a trilogy, it'd be a bigger payday, and he can retire undisputed. That's my theory. Whether it holds any weight or not, I don't know, but that's my theory. But this Saturday, it's Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. Now, we've had the face-off, and in the face-off, it was tense. We had AJ, he was feeling disrespected, and Daniel Dubois, I almost think he said what he said, because I've heard him say it a few times now, let's go. But then, when Ade said, not right here, he added more to it. We can go right now. That's when AJ felt disrespected. But at the end of the day, that's done. They're fighting on Saturday, and what happens in the ring is what counts. So we've had the face-offs. We've had the grand arrivals. Now, in the grand arrivals, Daniel Dubois, he looked pumped. And he always has that childlike, excited energy to him where he just wants to do it and he just wants to get in there now and start being mischievous and start playing with his toys. That's the impression I get. He's ready to go right now, Daniel Dubois is. And I think he said that he's not going to let the occasion get to him on the grand arrivals. And he was all pumped up and firing, and he had that look of excitement to him, like he just can't wait to go. While AJ, he arrived, spent at least 10 to 15 minutes with the crowd, signing autographs, taking pictures. He was calm, and they're both confident in what they're going to do in their own abilities, but they're different types of confidence. AJ's confidence is coming from his experience. He's prepared for the best Daniel Dubois, and he's expecting a very tough fight. But he's got this mindset now where he just got the gladiator spirit, so he said, and he's ready to go. Daniel Dubois, his confidence, I believe his confidence is coming from his team, Frank Warren, his dad, and their confidence in him is giving him confidence in himself. So I'm not sure if it's a built-in confidence that he believes he's going to win, but he's pumped up and everyone's telling him he's going to win, so he feels it and he's ready. Now, we've had the press conference. Now, moods have changed in the press conference, especially for Daniel Dubois. He's now at the stage where the big smile's gone, the excitement's gone, and he didn't want to talk, and he's ready to fight. He's ready now to just go in the ring. AJ, he's more focused. He's been focused now since after the grand arrivals, or it may be at the grand arrivals, that's where he became focused. I think it was after that, to be true. And he's still calm, and he's focused, and he has that assured confidence. He knows what he's going to go in there and do. He's already had it all played out in his mind, and he knows what he's going in there to do. Right, so let's have a look at the tail of the tape, and then after that, we'll discuss the pros and the cons for each fighter, and then I will give my prediction in this video. I know we've got the weigh-in tomorrow. You can gauge from that. But I'm going to give my prediction in this video now. Tail of the tape. We've got Anthony Joshua, age 34. Daniel Dubois, age 27. Joshua, he's 6'6". Daniel Dubois, 6'5". I think he's 6'4". Joshua, he has an 82-inch reach. Daniel Dubois has a 78-inch reach. Anthony Joshua, he's had 31 fights, won 28, he's had 3 losses, no draws, and out of his 31 fights, he's had 25 KOs. Daniel Dubois, he's had 23 fights, he's won 21, lost 2, no draws, and out of his 23 fights, he's had 20 KOs. Right, I've heard people say that Daniel Dubois' best chance of winning this fight is to just go in there, let his hands go, and put the pressure on AJ from the opening bell. Now that's partly true, but let's not forget that in the Hrgovic fight, the right hands he took, he won't take those right hands from AJ. If he comes in like that, he'll get hurt. And while people might say Daniel Dubois has a good chin, I don't know. When he fought Kevin Lerena, he was down quite a few times in that fight. And I don't actually think that it's his chin that's the problem. I think once he feels that solid jab, it's the pain. It makes him think, it triggers a switch in his mind. And then that's when he goes down on one knee, like a self-preservation mechanism, survival mechanism. I think, which I'm not sure if he's capable of, but he has good jab and he has a good double jab. Yes, he needs to put the pressure on. He needs to put educated pressure on. And I have seen him use some kind of footwork with Miller. He did use some kind of footwork. But if I'm honest, I don't really give Daniel that much of a chance with AJ because he's not going to outbox AJ. He doesn't have a better ring generalship or ring IQ than AJ. And AJ is the faster and sharper shooter. Now, I've heard that people say that Daniel Dubois has the power. And some believe that he's got more power than AJ, but power alone is not going to win you a fight. You need to know how to use that power, how to control it, and how to make it work for you. And over the years, that's what AJ has learned. Experience has helped AJ and the losses that he's had to improve. Now, coming into this fight, I actually think AJ's mindset has improved a lot. A lot of people are still saying, oh, we don't know, he hasn't been tested. But it now seems like every fight he has, they're going to say that. People just don't want to give Anthony Joshua the recognition. And people are saying, oh, yeah, but if you look at the last 2 fights of Dubois and who he's fought, I think he's fought the better opponents. Well, we've got Big Baby Miller. Now, yes, he fought Lucas Brown after being banned for a few years. And did he knock Lucas Brown out? I think he did. And then he's come back to fight Dubois. And in that fight, if we're all honest, he was still overweight. And it was like a comeback fight. Well, Daniel Dubois, he'd been fighting. So I don't know about Miller as a credible opponent. If you talk about the Miller that fought Ruiz, that might be slightly different. but not the Miller that fought Daniel Dubois. Now, Hrgovic, yes, he was the interim champion, IBF interim champion, but many people thought he got beat by Zhang. And then, if you look at it, who did he fight? Was it on knockout? Was it Knockout Chaos? I think it was, or was it one of the Saudi cards? He fought Mark Demore and he kept hitting him behind the head, and Mark Demore didn't even come to fight. He just carried up. So I don't know who Hrgovic fought in the last couple of years that's worthy. Now, people talk about, let's look at Anthony Joshua. Now, AJ, on his return, after losing from Usyk, at one stage everyone was saying, oh yeah, he's allowed a comeback fight. You know, he can't just go straight into the deep end. So he takes Franklin, the guy that many thought, Jermaine Franklin, the guy that many thought beat Dillian White. He didn't knock Franklin out, and he didn't follow through with his punches, but he outworked him, out-jabbed him. It was his first fight after coming to gain his confidence back. But he won. He fought Helenius. And let's look at this as well. Helenius was a replacement for Dillian White, who tested positive for drugs. Then after the fight, Helenius tested positive for drugs. What can I say? Well, anyway. So, Robert Helenius, because Wilder knocked him out in one round, it was expected that AJ should do the same thing. But no. AJ took 7 rounds, then got the knockout. And no matter what we think, he got the knockout. And from there, he fought Wallin. Now, Wallin, Fury went life and death with Wallin, cut Fury's eye, and any other fight, that fight would have been stopped. But they let it go on. Fury won, but it wasn't an easy win for Fury. And then Wallin went on to fight Garcia, and he put on a good display, and he beat him. So he came into the AJ fight from a win. And he was feeling confident in himself. He was talking about what he's AJ is mentally weak. And a lot of people were agreeing with him and said AJ's in for a tough fight. He's a southpaw. He's a tricky customer, and he gave Fury a good fight. AJ demolished him. His corner wouldn't let him come out for the 6th round because they knew the inevitable was going to happen. He'd get knocked out. Then we had Ngannou. Tyson got knocked down by a punch from Ngannou, and Ngannou actually had people believing that he was quite a good boxer. And it's not Ngannou's fault, it was Fury. We can say Fury took him lightly, which he probably did, but Fury was a WBC champion. So we're either saying he was no good, Fury took him lightly and still nearly got beat, or he was good, better than we thought, and Fury took him lightly. But yet then when AJ fights him and cleans him out within 2 rounds, he's a bum. So at the end of the day, AJ can't win. He can't win. No matter what he does, he's going to get criticised. But for me, this fight with Dubois, who do I have winning? Well, I'm going to give my prediction. And my money is going on Anthony Joshua. And I think it's going to be either a KO between 4 and 6 rounds. I don't think this fight's going to go into the second half past 6 rounds. So my money's on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua by KO, 4 to 6 rounds. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Peace. I'm out of here. Hey guys, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.